On today, 1979, Professor Yang Shuguang, one of China's top engineers, was expecting his first grandson. The old and frail scientist hoped his grandson would follow in his footsteps to help improve the country's science and technology. So he came up with an ambitious and masculine name for the soon-to-be-born baby boy. The name was Yang Zhiyu, meaning should control the universe. However, the problem was when the baby should control the universe was born, it turned out to be a girl. The ultrasound had been wrong. At this point, Professor Ying might want to change her name to should double check the ultrasound. To make the situation even worse, this girl was me. Despite the gender mistake, my family decided to keep the name. As a result, my name raised a lot of eyebrows. When I was in school, people often asked me, why does your family expect a tiny girl like you to control the universe? Well, I didn't know back then. But I was so intrigued by such questions that I couldn't help digging further into the creation of names. Unlike English names, Chinese names are meaningful short phrases that carry the hope of the family. My grandfather was eager to see his country prosper, so he named his 4 sons should serve the country, should serve the people, should build the country, and should be loyal to the country. As you can see, should, translated from the Chinese character Ying, is our family name, and the family name comes before the given name. If I had a child of my own, he or she would be named should win all speech contests. Not everyone gave patriotic names as my grandfather did. I know some people whose names had completely different themes. For example, a distant friend of mine was named 狗剩, meaning dog's leftover food. I guess his superstitious family was trying to give him a very unappealing name so the god of death would leave him alone. An older man I knew in the neighborhood was named 馒头, meaning steamed bun, indicating the family's hope that there would always be enough food. That's a common name for someone who was born during the Great Famine in the late 50s and the early 60s. Later, I met a realtor whose name was 万富, $10,000 rich, which might explain why he charged me $10,000 commission. In the late 1990s, my parents got divorced and both went on to marry other people. It was a revolutionary thing to do for their generation, but my mother still suffered from the social stigma of being a divorced and remarried woman. So she decided to move to a new place and keep it a secret from her new neighbors by lying to them that my stepfather was her only husband and I was his biological daughter. My stepfather's surname is 钱, meaning money. Neighbors assumed that I had a very philosophical name. Money controls the universe. This is true, but imagine the neighbors greeting each other. Oh, hello, Miss Money controls the universe. Long time no see. Oh, hello, Uncle Steamed Bun. Glad to see you. As ridiculous as it sounds, my mother went along with it, and she made me go along with it too. 8 years ago, when I got married in Canada, I couldn't wait to change my surname to my husband's. That way, when I went back to China to visit again, I didn't need to worry about neighbors fishing for my family name and gossiping about my mother's second marriage. They were more than welcome to gossip about my white husband, though. He would never be offended, as I chose a husband who doesn't understand any Chinese. For my first name, I chose the closest English pronunciation to the name my grandfather gave me. So 志宇 became Jerry, and I officially became Jerry Wagner. Thanks to my late grandfather and my father for putting all the family resources they had in my education so that I can explore all the opportunities available in life. Thanks to my stepfather for treating me as well as his own daughter all through these years. Thanks to my husband for being such a great family man. I feel like the luckiest woman in the world. Happy Father's Day.